Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Travis Minot, I'm the chair, and I want to thank you for your application and for driving up from Daytona here. This is a supplemental interview. We've interviewed you most recently, or the first time was in January when we certified your name. So this is basically an opportunity for you to say whatever you think is important in our deliberations and when considering your application.
Okay. Well, thank you. First of all, thank all of you for putting my name up last time. That was a huge honor. And I really experienced the process of getting to go up to Tallahassee and speak with the governor's office. The main reason that I decided to re-interview is because I have 2 more serious felony trials now under my belt. I finished one yesterday. I got a verdict around 1:30. And then I've also been just still involved in the same community groups that I was on my application, but we've had a lot more events, more charitable meetings. So I've kept in all of the groups on my application. So the main thing is really just the trials that I needed to supplement. So the last case I had was a 3-count sexual battery. And it was a girl that was underage and then overage. It was a time span. And then the one I finished yesterday was a 7-count drug trafficking, multiple counts, sale, multiple counts. But it's a big issue because it was a fentanyl case, which, the legislation has been changing, going on that, making that more serious of an offense. So it's good for the state attorney's office when we know that we're getting to help out in that war.
What factors do you find are important in circuit court judge?
I think the main factor for any judge, but especially in circuit court when the stakes are a lot higher, is you're respectful to everyone involved, but the court also requires an amount of respect so that people feel that they're getting to be heard, that there's a fair playing field, that at the end of the day, no matter which way, the ball bounces or the decision that the court makes, every single person feels that they've at least had the opportunity to be heard. Being impartial obviously is huge. I'm heavily involved in a lot of the groups in the community, and I know that as a judge, you don't really get that luxury because you do have to remain impartial and you have to keep that sense of fairness in your courtroom. And sometimes I know there's a little bit of a negate from public events, but I think that as a judge, you kind of understand going in that impropriety is one of the most important things that you carry to the bench.
The community service type those that foreclose if you get on the bench, or you see them as be modified or
No, 2 of the main groups that I'm in that I've actually had the most events from the last time I put my name in is the Volusia Flagler Women's Law Association. So there's no political association. With that group, we help charitable organizations, we help legal groups, and just regular community public groups as well. And then the second group that I think I've had the most events from or the most involvement would be my Rotary group of downtown Ormond Beach. And we have doctors, lawyers, judges. We have multiple people in the community that also have to hold positions where impropriety and impartiality is a huge part of that. So I don't think that with the majority of the groups I'm in, there would be any issue. That would be more of just a decision I would have to make after the fact if I'm so lucky to be put in that position to kind of evaluate if any of the groups I'm in would carry that kind of change.
What's your opinion, if you have one, as to the use of technology in court? So, self-practicing, 7th Circuit, there's some judges that allow Zoom, some that don't. What's your position?
I think that technology, especially in our field, is a blessing and a curse. So in Daytona, we have a great courthouse. However, it's not as technologically savvy as you guys get to deal with in St. John's and Flagler. For my trial yesterday, we actually wheel in and out a big screen TV because the courthouse was built sometime before the other 2 courthouses. But I think so, depending on the type of technology, if you're talking about the use of technology in the trial procedure and the justice system as a whole, I think it's amazing. We just did a organizational group, Ends of Court, American Ends of Court. We just had a meeting and we had a presenter that came from Miami-Dade County and talk about how they've actually used artificial intelligence in an actual mechanical system of inputting clerk cases and civil cases and pleadings into their system, and then it goes flawlessly. So I think that it's a blessing and a curse. I think as a trial attorney, I get concerned about the use of AI making, deep fake videos or photographs. It's going to make those evidentiary standards a lot harder on not only the litigants, but also the court. But from an outsider, I think the more technology we can introduce to the procedure of especially a trial, the better. All right. Thank you all so much. It's good seeing everybody today.